for joining us at this hour. Here is the news. It amounts as terrorists, bandits, and criminals reportedly besieged the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja. This is against the backdrop of kidnappers who had abducted 10 persons from an estate, Sagwari Layout, Dutse, on January 7th. In a more devastating development yesterday, the kidnappers reportedly killed 3 of their victims to send a strong warning to their relatives negotiating ransom payment. Media reports have it that the bandits had increased their ransom demand from 60 million naira per person to 100 million naira, now totaling 700 million. The victims were allegedly killed over the delay in raising the ransom demanded by the kidnappers. The senator representing Kebbi Central, Senator Adamu Aliero, has lamented that the continued closure of the land border between Nigeria and the Republic of Niger has caused serious damage to the economy of states bordering the country. Aliero, a 2-term governor of Kebbi State, and said the closure of the border on the Economic Community of West African States Directive was unnecessary and should be revisited. He said that federal lawmakers from the affected states in the north had met and called on the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, open the border for business activities. Aliero, a former minister, said most other countries did not observe sanctions as outlined by ECOWAS on the Niger Republic. An international human rights organization, Global Rights, has said the administration of the former President Muhammadu Buhari was characterized by threats or intimidation of journalists and protesters. The organization added that Buhari made frantic efforts to suppress freedom of expression and monitor how and for what purposes citizens assembled. Global Rights stated this in its report titled Shege, a scorecard of the Buhari administration's impact on Nigeria's civic space, which was published on the 13th of January. According to the report, in the 8-year term of President Buhari's administration, Nigeria witnessed a notable decline on all frontiers of the civic space and basic freedom. Away from Nigeria, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has released a video detailing scenes minutes after its attacks on Iraq and Syria. Of course, they were set to be launched at 12 a.m. local time. Amirali Hajizadeh, the chief commander of the Aerospace Division of the Elite Force, was seen calling an unknown man to report successful launches in a video released by the IRGC. Hajizadeh says the attack on a Zionist base in northern Iraq was carried out using 4 unspecified ballistic missiles launched from Kermanshah and 7 from East Azerbaijan, both provinces bordering Iraq. In sport, Jose Mourinho has been sacked as Roma manager with the club 9th in Serie A. The Portuguese 60 took over in May 2021 and led Roma to the Europa Conference League title a year later and the Europa League final in 2023. But they have 5 points off Serie A's final Champions League qualifying spot and last week were knocked out of the Coppa Italia by city rivals Lazio. Owners Dan and Ryan Fredkin thanked Mourinho for the passion and commitment he has shown as boss. Mourinho received the second successive red card in the Lazio loss and afterward compared himself to Harry Potter, suggesting his profile was raising expectations for what Roma could achieve. Elite Force is seen calling an unknown man to report successful launches in a video release. Right, that's it for the news at this hour. Thank you so much for watching. I am Omoife Afenere. Good afternoon.